What's up guys, Grensu here with another episode of Vanilla Minecraft 1.10. So in today's episode, this is going to be kind of doing a world tour. So I kind of ended my other vanilla series just because, I had this world for the longest time. It's been a year and a half since I kind of spawned this world, and this is where I've been building. And I have a lot of my materials, so I figured I would just kind of bring you guys into this world. So I'll just kind of do a world tour of this world that I have going on so far. So I'm not quite sure where spawn was, but here is sort of a starter tree farm that I had going. So birch, oak, spruce, and then I had some starter farms going on over here. That was my real small starter house. I started for a while. Pretty sure I cleared everything out of here, moved it over to my new place. Well, except that. So I started this world, like I said, about a year and a half ago, and then my wife got into Minecraft, so we were actually both playing on this world, so that probably describes why you have all these flowers sitting over here. But for the most part, yeah, I moved everything over. And then up here on the roof, I had this idea for a walkway that I was going to kind of interconnect the different areas of the world, different builds, and all that. And so I'm still gonna try to use this walkway kind of as a transportation system. It's supposed to be like a mob-free transportation system. And so over here, that is the building for my nether portal. I just kind of threw up like a makeshift building just to enclose the portal in there. And then over here we have, I kind of envisioned a barn. And so we got the different animals in here. We definitely need more sheep. And I kind of threw up a quick building, and what I had planned was for the second story, it was going to be storage for the different animal products. So, the different wools from the sheep and the meat and the eggs, and then also kind of house their food up on the second story. So that's my plans for this area. What's up, buddy? And okay, yeah, so over here is our house. And so I actually didn't really come up with this myself. It was actually a tutorial from Good Times with Scar, one of his older videos. So that's kind of where I got the idea for this house. And I think it came out pretty well. I used different materials than he did, but it's still like the same layout, same design. The tree farm, enchanting tower, our farms over here. So I had planned like greenhouses, and so I did larger greenhouses for things that we would use more of, like wheat. I think the sugarcane one is bigger for use that for paper, for books and all that. Well, yeah, we'll take a look at that. But let's check out the house for now. Go ahead and eat. Yeah, so when you come in, so we have the little pressure plate, closes the door. And I was testing some designs whenever I was first building it, but what tends to happen is I'll start a build, as you guys can tell, so I'll start a build, and then I'll, run out of something. So then I'll be like, okay, well, let's go work on the tree farm so that I can get a good supply of wood or materials, so then I can start building this, and then I'm building this, and then I'm thinking, oh, I need glass, so let's go, somewhere. And but so basically all these builds, they're just kind of like half finished, and yeah, I just need to focus on one build. But so for the design of this, I think I threw down some sandstone, and then kind of outlined it with spruce. And then the floor is cobblestone, but we were going to throw down different like carpet designs throughout. And then it's a nice big entryway. with then like the flanking stairs, and then like so yep, like none of this is finished. It's kind of just a one giant bedroom that we have going on. But you get some pretty good views of the different builds. So it's pretty neat. And then I put in some skylights. And yeah, the torches are up there. Mobs are spawning up there. And then the mobs are actually spawning in here too, even with all the torch spamming going on. And so I was trying to clean up the torches, so I was trying to think of a way to do that. And so I put in some skylights, and I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to put kind of like chandeliers hanging down or what we're going to do with this area. Kind of got to clean it up and hide all the roof lines, the cobblestone and all that. But I don't really have anything planned for that. We have our little pool. I think the wife wanted a pool put in, so we have that and like a nice deck. So that's the upstairs. We'll go down here. So we have a basement down there. We have some chandeliers here. Then a little crafting area with just a bunch of random drops. These are mob drops, like, so it's weapons and armor and things like that. Some furnaces, so a bunch of glass, diamond. Pretty sure this is where I'm doing all my ores. And I have it set up this way just so I can get the experience from it. So I can go ahead and enchant. Bunch of redstone, some soul sand, enchanted book. Oh, excuse me. We have a table over here. And so, yeah, we kind of had an idea of a layout for the house. So this might be a living room area or something like that. We still need something for this kind of walkthrough area. So this is kind of a kitchen with the table and an auto smelter for food. We don't have any food in there, but you just throw whatever chicken, beef, throw it in there. I was trying to do it whenever we had like mass quantities. Throw them all in and then we just have food ready to go. Some like ingredients over here. And let's check out the basement. So we have a big, like a mass production auto smelting area. I don't think I have anything in here, chest. But, so what I was doing at one point is, well yeah, so here's all like the storage for the different things. Then we have all the different woods from our tree farm over there. So I was throwing the wood, the different wood, the planks, and the saplings in there. And then the leaves as well. Just trying to organize everything. And then the ender chest, whenever she would log in on my character instead of her profile, and so she died multiple times on my character, we lost all my diamond armor and all that. So finally did an ender chest, and every time I would log out, I would throw all the good stuff, my diamond gear, and throw all that in here so that she wouldn't lose it. So that's the story about the ender chest. Yeah, we're just kind of expanding different storage areas planned later on. So all this at first was just, you know, planted fields, and then I finally decided to build, like, I always had planned to build a structure, and I just kind of what like my building style is, all kind of just throw like a quick foundation, just like basically just get a quick building up. So like I got all this glass and all this stone brick around it. Get this zombie out of here. Maybe. Holy crap. Alright, there we go. I think the last time I actually played this world was like 1.8. So I'm still spamming away and you can't even do that anymore. You gotta time it. There we go. Alright. We'll go in here. But, so that's my basic styles. I'll just like throw up, so I just ran glass like the whole way down. But then my plan is, once I get this whole thing built, you know, and it's kind of like mob safe, then I tend to go back and kind of carve out and put in detail and things like that. Alright, so then we'll check out the barn over here. So we have, you know, a few sheep. We need more of them. Some chicken. And yeah, this is where I store their foods and like their, I guess like the products. The animal products that we get from them. So some leather, we need more wheat for these guys. Some carrots. Then over here, this is actually a recent addition. I've had this horse for a while. I actually had him stored like out over there. And it was just like a dirt hut that I had him in for the longest time. I finally decided to kind of add on and get a little stable going. I think this was actually the last build I did before I logged out. Now we got a creeper standing right around that corner. So we'll leave him, come back out. So there's one mine shaft. I think I forgot to show you, but there's another mine shaft out front. We'll probably take a tour of that. Like I said, the pool. So there's one mine shaft right there. I think the wife actually built hedges right there, trying to pretty up the area. And then this right here was failed. It was supposed to be like a slime farm. And I looked it up on some online, it was some website. And it was supposed to find slime chunks. And it said that this was one, but it might have been outdated. I'm not sure. But yeah, so I've had this here for the longest time and still trying to get it to work. I might need like an updated slime chunk finder. Alright, so here, all this I want to enclose as well sometime. Like some, I'm thinking like almost like a glass cube, but have some detail to it. We have like gravel paths. So what I did is kind of like a big 4x4 section, or like 4 trees. So we have like our spruce, and then it's dark oak. We have our oak, birch, and yeah. So my idea was for this another, or is this a cave? Okay, that's just a cave. I thought it was a creeper explosion. Was to have like a neat kind of like hidden path that would kind of like wind its way down like through here, then kind of plant some trees so it'd be the path would almost be hidden, just to make it more like mystical. And it would come up here to the enchanting tower. I always thought it was pretty neat how it has like the snow. It just kind of reminded me of like Skyrim or something. It was real neat. You have like this overlook. I'm pretty sure this was going to be a storage area for the different enchanting things, all different like magical items and enchanted items. And so we have our little enchanter. Go to the mine shaft. Just kind of dug all this out. We have tunnels going everywhere. And I really like the idea, you know, like there's these pillars that are holding it up, holding the ceiling. A world tour of probably the world we'll be playing in from now on, just so we can get some building done and we're not sitting here grinding away. But I think that's going to do it for today's episode. And if you liked the video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more videos. It really helps out the channel. You can also find me on Twitter and Facebook. And I hope to see you next time, guys.